Hey everybody, hope you're doing well in this absence, this weird time that we're going through. I hope nobody's sick. I hope everybody's staying well, and we look forward to seeing you real soon. Toward that end, Kim McFadden is getting up a team of folks to let everybody know how we're doing. She's going to have folks calling everybody, not just the shut-ins and not just those who might need help, but we're going to be trying to contact everybody. So if you get a phone call from the church, that's what that's about, and we'll look forward to getting good news from everybody. One other thing I wanted to talk about, Pastor Robert in his sermon this week is going to be talking about journaling. In 1994, when I went to England, I went with a fellow named Richard Heitzenrater. He is the Wesley scholar who took over for Albert Outler when Dr. Outler passed away. He is also the guy who broke the code in Wesley's journal. There are many sections of his journal that we couldn't read because Wesley recorded some entries in code, and Dr. Heitzenrater broke that code, and now we know what some of those things are. He wrote a book in '94 called Wesley and the People Called Methodists, and he has a lot of that information in there. But one of the neat things that Robert wanted me to talk to you about this morning was I actually got to see a portion of Wesley's actual journal when we were studying at Oxford. Dr. Heitzenrater had to take it out and hold it in a kind of a temperature controlled little thing, almost like an incubator like you see at the hospital. He had to use special gloves, turn the pages very gingerly. He was supervised very highly by the people there at Oxford, but he was working with the actual document of Wesley's journal. Pastor Robert wanted me to talk about that just a little bit to let you know that one of the practices, one of the spiritual disciplines he's going to be encouraging this week is journaling. If you have never kept a journal, this is an opportunity for you to start doing that. And there's some very simple things you can use. You can get these online. They're just little life journals. You can order them online. This one costs about $5. You can get a more fancy looking one that's got a leatherette cover. You can just get a notebook. I use often these reporter's notebooks, and I just record my daily notes in these. And it's a way for you to record some of the things that's going on in your spiritual life. Some of these have in the back a way for you to read through the Bible in a year. You can read through the Old Testament and the Gospel section twice in a year if you follow some of the guides that are in these journals. These journals are important because they help you record where you are at a specific time. If it was not for John Wesley's journal, we wouldn't know about his heartwarming experience that he had at Aldersgate on May 24, 1738, where he talked about for the first time in his life he felt that he was truly forgiven and loved by God by faith alone. We also wouldn't know that 6 months later he doubted that experience. I tell you that not so that you will have doubts about what's going on in your spiritual life, but to let you know that a great man of faith like John Wesley had his own spiritual ups and downs, and he recorded those for us. I don't think he knew at the time that they were all going to be published later on, but they are there for us to read and to learn from him and to know that a great spiritual man like John Wesley, just like us, has times when he feels closer to God, times when he feels far away. And if you're experiencing that far away feeling right now, just hang on. Pastor Robert has some good words to speak to you this morning, and I hope you'll listen very closely. Have a great week.